good morning, good morning. This is the Forum. This is our radio show. I'm waiting for my guest. She is caught in traffic. She's coming on her way. I'm going to give her a call and see if she can call into the show. There's more than one way to skin a cat here. I can call her from the station number, can I?
Yeah.
Okay, let me. Okay, coming. Well, these things happen. Traffic is out there, and we haven't been used to traffic in the last 4 or 5 months. But here we go again. We're going to start getting used to traffic again. Oh boy. Here we go.
Steve. This is Steve.
Okay, I'm going to call Deidre.
I do. Can I give you a number and call you back shortly? I'm on the air.
Call Deidre right away.
What's your number? Okay, give me a few minutes, okay?
Hi there.
Hey, Deidre. Can I hold it? Yeah.
Hey, Deidre. Can you call us back here in the studio at 772-220-9788?
Okay, hold on. I just driving. I can't.
Keep talking, Patrick.
Okay, yeah. All right, we're still here. We're trying to get Deidre on the phone. She's caught in traffic.
Well, give me your number, Deidre. I'll call you from the studio.
And she's trying to get. Okay, he's going to call in. There we go.
Okay, bye-bye.
Perfect. Great. You still there, Deidre?
Okay, hold on. Here we go.
I hit it.
So much.
There you go. Good morning, Deidre.
Good morning, Pat. Thank you for having me.
Well, we don't have you yet. we're trying to get you.
I'm inching my way.
Where are you now? Let's do a little guessing game.
I'm on Palm City Road.
Palm City Road.
Yeah, I used to live here, so the two bridges, I guess it doesn't help when 714 is still smaller road.
Well, they get bigger when you get bigger.
Exactly. So I'm almost there, but again, thank you so much for having me. I'm looking forward to seeing you in person.
Yes, it's been a while. It's been quite a while, actually.
Yes, for many reasons, I think, right?
Yeah. Well, my voice is all scaggly.
Well, you sound great.
Yeah, not bad for no man, huh? Thanks, Deidre. Rub it in.
Never.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I got to get out there. I'm really getting the bends now. I'm starting to think of all the contacts that I've had that I haven't had in 5 or 6 months. What's going on out there, who's doing what's going where.
Well, it's so true because we're all advocates and we really do feed off of each other and the energy and helping seniors. So it is very hard for us not to have that contact.
I know, and it's kind of a bummer not to be able to come in the building.
Well, that's the hardest part. I just, it's has been heart-wrenching, but I think it's made us all pull from our toenails, and really come together.
Yeah, well, what I didn't want to do is call around and say, I'll meet you in the parking lot in 10 minutes,
Right,
Set up a schedule.
Well, I'll set up a nice table for us.
There we go. Yeah, with some juice and some Danish and...
Just plan to sweat a little bit, but I, have the COVID-19 I've been working on, so maybe sweating isn't so bad right now.
Well, I miss our little tent in front of the building.
I know.
So
I can't wait.
Yeah, I keep every month. I think, okay, well, what are you going to do? Go another month. And now I'm trying to think about maybe December or January.
I think you're right, because everybody will we pray, keep praying certainly that we'll all be ready. I mean, we're all ready now, but just safely and
Yeah.
do it the right way. If not, we'll have to just park the cars in the parking lot down the street and just use the whole block.
Yeah, right.
For social distancing.
This thing, yeah.
We just
It reminds me of when I got out of the Army. I went to work in a railroad factory. We built boxcars and coal cars. And that was the only job in town, and everybody else, all my uncles were there. They'd get their 40-year watch.
Oh my God.
And anyway, the old men, when they went to work in the morning, they had these little metal lunch boxes. The lunch box that had the snap-in cup in the lunch pail.
Oh, I absolutely know what you're talking about.
Anyway, they would walk. You had to go under some railroad tracks to get into the factory. And they walked like dum, 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 dum. At 4 o'clock, when the whistle blew, you heard dum, 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 dum.
Oh my God.
They crawled
It's
to
like a
work.
song.
They crawled to work in the morning. They ran.
And you just heard the thump, 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 thump.
So you know what shift it was on. It was really cool because there was a bar right at the end of the railroad factory. And we used to go in there for soup and beer for lunch.
Well, wait a minute. When was that?
You weren't even born then. Maybe
Oh my God.
maybe you weren't.
Good. I was born in 1969. I just doubted myself.
19 what?
1969.
You weren't born then. This was back in 1963.
63.
Oh my God.
Wow.
And I was grown up then.
Well, I don't know. Maybe.
All right,
not.
good. I'm telling stories. Let me tell you another story. We worked there 2 weeks and we got paid. So you had to get in line. And you went into this room and there was a cage. And the lady was behind the cage and she would give you your paycheck in a little manila envelope. So you went up there and you got your pay. So I went in line, my first paycheck. I was so excited. And I walked up and I said, hi. And she said, hi. I said, my name is Pat Sacco. She said, I don't care what your name is. What's your number?
Oh, no.
Well, I gave her my number and I walked away and I'm mumbling to myself, someday I'm going to be a name. Someday I'm not going to be a number. I'm going to be a name.
You were charming from that day on.
Well, I tell you, I didn't like that lady anymore. I tried to follow her out and beat her up, but I could never find her. Well, that's what they did in my town. You didn't like somebody, you follow them and beat them up. Just to get their attention. Oh, boy.
Guess who's walking in?
Somebody's on the phone going, who is this crazy man?
Hang it up.
Hey there. Hi.
Hello there.
How are you?
Boy, you look
I know, but I'm
fantastic.
talking to someone right now.
Someone that made it on time.
Okay, we can turn that on. Thank you. All right, I got to hang up, Deidre, because I got Deidre in the phone.
Oh yeah, let her go. You got the goods now. Where I have the goods. Well, you look great. We got to keep trying, right? You look like a kid. It's awesome.
I gotta take the glasses off.
Oh my God.
All right, there we go.
I told you I was going to come in hot.
We're on the air, Deidre.
That's an expression my daughter uses. It's kind of
she
funny.
does, huh?
She does. She's just flying
Mom, I'm
in.
coming in hot.
She knows. She knows. Yes. Yeah, we're
Your
moving.
daughter is not
So,
terribly young.
she's the baby. So I have 2 boys and a girl. She's 19.
Oh my God.
Home from Georgia. Yeah, first year of college. It says so many. Everybody. And then my son from Orlando. So he's 21.
He's still in school.
Yeah, both are still in
Yeah.
school, just came home, not on campus anymore. Came home to, do online for a little bit.
Both
But
of them.
yes,
Online?
both.
Why are they charging the same amount of money?
Well, there's even more. There's little fees that virtual fees, and I couldn't believe it because I said, let's save some money, come home, we'll do it. We'll do it this way until we can go back, because both of them were having a ball and doing really well. But there are now these interesting fees that are tacked on.
And when you look at the total number of dollars these colleges endowments have, it's sickening. They're trillions of dollars.
It's scary for a
Trillions.
single mother.
So when you're
Yeah.
looking at one political party, then in one sense they're right. These colleges are ripping these people off. $50,000-$60,000 for an education, you're going to get a $20,000 job. Something's wrong there.
There's a major something wrong.
I have a fix. Serious fix. Not everybody should go to college.
I agree. The trades.
The trades. Let's say
I'm all about a trade.
all right, let's say your son wants to be a teacher. And he goes to college, he's going to spend $150,000 maybe
Right.
for teaching fees. $30,000 to $40,000 a year. Now he's going to get out and he's going to earn. My poor son did this. He went to college. Of course, Dad, he didn't have to worry about tuition because Dad took care of all that.
Well, he's got a good dad.
Oh boy, sucked me right in. Anyway, he got a job. It was, I think, $22,000 teaching at a high school, really nice high school in Charlotte, North Carolina, teaching Spanish. He's not Spanish. He just likes Spanish.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
He took all kinds of Spanish. He got and ended up getting a bachelor's degree in Spanish.
That is amazing.
I said, why? He said, I don't know. I just wanted a bachelor's degree in Spanish.
That is awesome.
No,
though.
anyway, he brought this sheet home and it showed this progression chart of working 20 years with extra coursework and extra years teaching, how much you would make over the course of your 30 years teaching. And I think he got 22,000. And that sheet showed him after, I don't know, 27,000 years, he would earn $30,000 to retire.
I
said, Matt, that's below poverty level.
I
by
can't
that
even
time.
imagine.
I said, why? Well, I want to teach. I said, well, okay. Work with kids on the weekends.
You had an answer for
money.
that. You don't have to give up working with children, but you do.
It's really
make a living.
sad. Now,
Well, it is. And then look
here's
at
the sad
now.
part of it. We could take a lot of these illegal immigrants, because they call them immigrants, they're here, whether they're legal or not, they're immigrants. We can take the bright ones, and there are a lot of bright ones coming in. A lot of bright people.
Yes, absolutely.
I sound like a presidential candidate. A lot of bright people in there. There are a lot of bright people. And we could give them into trades of plumbing, electrical, engineering, mechanical, carpentry.
Yeah.
Teach them a trade.
A
good plumber makes about $200,000 a year.
Absolutely. So my father,
An automobile mechanic makes $40 an hour.
right. And you're speaking my language. My father was a master plumber. And he ended up working for the county, and retired Palm Beach
Making good
County
money.
as a building inspector.
Mm-hmm.
So he had the trade, then went into, county. Excellent. I mean, it's a no-brainer to me. I love
It's a
it.
no-brainer to me. Also.
Well, and then so if Bryce or Brayton or even Belen, she's like a tool belt herself, my daughter, then I have free plumbing.
Yeah, actually, I told my son when he's getting ready for college, I said, you don't have to go to college. What Dad will do is I'll pay your tuition to go to college. I'll buy you a truck and put $10,000 worth of tools in it.
Yeah, my father had Able Plumbing and Heating.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in Massachusetts. Yeah, and then we moved to Florida in 1976.
Oh, wow.
But exactly that. He had the van. It had, all the tools, and it was brilliant. And then he utilized, he's amazing and had such a wonderful reputation in the county. But because he loved helping the young guys come up in the trades, loved showing them the the old school way, the right way.
Yeah, right.
You know,
Right.
coming from Massachusetts then to Florida, different building codes and maybe different philosophy, a little
And
more
if you were in
relaxed.
New York State and you got into a union,
There you go.
oh boy, did you make money.
Serious money.
Seriously.
Serious money.
Like a guy would be fixing a broken a broken pipe in the street. There would be
Happily.
8 people there. One guy was working. The other 7 had ties on with helmets, watching.
Happily.
I said, I want to be one of the guys with the helmet.
It's true. It's true.
No,
I've met
seriously,
so
you know.
many that have retired very well.
And there's dignity in those jobs. There's
Oh
dignity
gosh,
and
absolutely.
there's pride and a
Hard
chance
work.
to get ahead. And that's what this whole country is all about. Can you get ahead? Can you be a little better than you were last week?
So
a month
true.
ago?
So true. Working towards the
Make
goal.
you feel good.
Yeah. Yep. At the end of the day, there's nothing better than
Well, there are some people though that have to sleep during the daytime because they riot at night, and they get
That's
tired. at
That's
night.
a whole other.
They have to take naps.
Well, that's sad, huh?
I'm being kind of nasty.
Nothing's better than coming home. I came home, oh gosh, probably almost 10 o'clock last night. You know, I live and breathe what I do, thank God. But there's nothing better. I actually love when my feet hurt because I know that I've given it all.
What do you do?
I'm in senior living. I help seniors, find their
Feet hurt.
well, because it means I'm action packed, I'm helping. I move.
We know you're action packed, but
But what do you actually do?
I know you run around a lot.
Wild lady, right?
You put on a hazmat suit with a camera.
I do. Oh my gosh. But how rewarding,
You do virtual tours, don't you?
Oh, yes. Yes. So, yes,
That's one of the things I
absolutely.
wanted to talk about.
Yes, absolutely. Well, and we're moving people in that have been isolated. So I sat and cried with a woman last night that I've been an advocate and helping her for several years now. But finally, it was time. And her husband's in a rehab for 2 months alone in her condo alone, So we had tears of joy last night because she's safe. She's happy. I helped her decorate her apartment and we're getting her husband to her in a week or two. So it's what dreams are made of today.
Mm.
So I'm so proud. It's been it's a climb. There's
Yeah.
mountains and peaks and valleys in this.
And there's
but
a way around it. There's a way around
Yep.
something or other.
absolutely.
I used to go to Fred Pryor seminars in West Palm
yeah.
Beach.
Oh yeah.
$100
My father did too.
$100 one
Yes,
day.
absolutely.
How to manage difficult people.
Yeah.
Time,
Right.
elements. And, really good topics.
He loved it.
I
He
did too.
loved that.
Yeah.
And I think it was even mandatory with the county, but what he got from it, I mean, he loved it. He thrived from that.
I brought in a patient. I brought in a client. Old, miserable man. I mean, miserable. Oh, God, was he miserable? He had a foul mouth.
How am I going to
He's probably in his
rally
80s.
around this?
I don't know if you remember Howdy Doody, Mr. Blunderbuss. Remember Mr. Blunderbuss?
Yes, I do.
That's him. That was him.
Okay, that's a good visual.
Anyway, he didn't want to go to the nursing home. I'm not gonna. So I met with his wife one day. He just kept meeting with his wife. He wouldn't come. So finally I said to him and her, what does he like? Does he like anything? No. She said, well, one thing he likes. I said, well, these particular flowers that he had planted around a little tree. At home.
Aw.
I said, tell you what, can I come over and get a little bucket of those flowers?
Mm-hmm.
She said, sure. So when I got a little bucket, there was a tree outside of his room,
Wow.
and I planted these little flowers around this tree.
I mean, it's just brilliant. I
I
mean,
brought him in the room. Oh, I'm going home. Get me out of here. I said, look outside.
Mm.
He said, oh my God. Those
Beautiful.
are my flowers. I said, yes, they are.
and actually what I love about it is you're so much like me, but they were actually his.
Yeah.
I mean,
And-
that's the beautiful
And I
part.
said, I'm going to make a deal with you.
My gosh.
A psychologist went in to assess him. Oh my God, you should have heard the words that he threw at this guy. Get him out of the room.
Few good ones, huh?
Excuse me. Anyway,
Oh.
I said, I'll make a deal with you. Those flowers will stay there as long as you stay.
I love it.
The minute you leave, I'm ripping them out and throwing them away. You
I
can't do
love
that.
it.
Try me.
Yeah. See that? My gosh.
Every day he wheeled himself out into the grass with his wheelchair. You know how
Wow.
hard it is to
No,
get
the
over,
grass.
to
Hey,
get up to the flowers and strip the flowers.
isn't that beautiful? I mean, that's
And he
just
stayed there as long as his flowers were there.
it's a beautiful story. It's such an important story because that's what it's about. It's about, drilling down with these wonderful people and finding out where their joy is. We got to get back to
That
that.
seminar burned a hole in my
I
brain
love it.
because what it taught me was there's a work around everything. Okay, there's a
Mhm.
reason why. A CNA comes in at 10 after 7 every morning, 7:15 every morning, and she's threatened. Come in late again, you're going to get fired. Well, why don't we stop and find out why she's late? Well,
Because
guess
there's a
what?
story behind it.
She has to drive her kid all the way across town to get
She
him to
can't.
school.
She cannot physically get there
And I
because the
said, "Can you-
daycare
all right."
doesn't open.
Yeah.
Right.
I say, now this is revolutionary because it would not work in your building. Can you work from 7:15 to 3:15?
We actually do because that you have to do that for people or you're
And then all of
what
a
is the
sudden,
point?
they're no longer difficult.
Well, you have to care for your associates as much as you care for your residents. It's critical because
had a-
we're all family. We
had a-
become family.
I had a physical therapist, wanted money, and so she wanted was money. I said, okay, I'll give you a raise. She said, you're kidding. I said, no, I'm not kidding. I'll give you a raise. 10%? Is that right?
Wow.
Yeah. I
Okay.
said, now you work 10% more.
There you go.
Your productivity has to increase 10% every week.
There you
don't
go.
get the raise.
Because you're telling me that you're yeah.
Solved
There
the
you go.
problem. She worked her butts off
Oh my gosh, I love it. I love
and got
it.
me off her back. Now, that's
You
kinds of
didn't have to
little,
hear about it, but
little silly things. There's
the
so many,
inspirations.
you
Inspiration.
have to look at the person as a person and figure out why.
I say it every day. There's less, we just have to realize there are less no's, more yeses. I'm Taurus the bull, so I think I was born to find those ways around.
Really? Okay.
And I don't mind the peaks because I know the valley's right ahead. We have to go there to then be creative to figure it out, to climb.
We're going to take a little break. Look at what time it was. Perfect time to finish that sentence. All right, we're going to be right back. We're going to do a little commercial. we're back again on the forum. The forum, that's a neat name, isn't it?
I love it. I actually love
You
the
know what it
name.
means?
Tell me.
It means a gathering place for information.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A forum.
Yeah. It's
Didn't know that
perfect.
till I looked it up
When that was recently.
9 years ago.
9 years.
9 years.
Oh my
Actually,
gosh, that's wonderful.
No, February will be 10 years.
That's incredible. Wow, what that is amazing.
Multiply that
Congratulations.
10 times 50, 500 guests coming up. That's why I don't want to give this up.
No, you can't. You
Can't give it up.
cannot.
Can't give it.
Boy, that's something to celebrate.
And it
How
is-
much information too? How many
Oh,
people? How
oh.
much information?
Well, it wouldn't be 500 people because I've had people coming on, again and again. Let's say if you were working on a project and you came in every 4 months, give me a
Right.
briefing on. That's fine.
That is
Give me a heads
beautiful.
up. When the lady I've been trying to get on, and we've been bugging heads for the last 7 or 8 years, is Diamond Liddy.
Oh,
I'm trying to get Diamond on the phone.
Yeah.
Every time we get it set up, there's a case and
yeah.
client or a
something.
case, and she's doing the prosecution or whatever. But it's fun.
That would be
It's
awesome.
fun to get some updates of what's going on.
Absolutely. And just, the feeling of kind of like boots on the ground.
Well, I
Local.
walked everybody through it with your renovations.
Yes.
at the
Yes.
time, right?
Yeah.
By the way, I'm going to just play you a voice. I want you to tell me who this voice is.
Okay.
So I get to the,
I'll tell you a little bit about the renovations because you know our community so well.
yeah. Let me see. What am I looking at? I'm looking at, okay, over here. Gotta find it.
Because of the setup, at Linmore, how we have the 3 different memory support.
Here we go. Here we
Yeah,
go. Listen now.
let's see. Let me hear it. Is it here? We go.
Wait a minute, let me.
Is that it?
Listen now. Isn't it?
Isn't it?
There's a voice that sounds like
Who is it?
a lady who used to work at the Linmore.
Is it Ruthie?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
You know that she did a commercial.
No.
That's what I saw it on TV.
But is it actually her?
It's got to be her. I don't.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's at Capella.
Really?
You know, we're checking something here. Coming up, maybe. That isn't it. I'll find it.
Awesome.
It
though.
just
I
blew
miss
me
her
away. I
terrible.
said, wait a minute. That's Ruthie.
Do you know when she may be having an off day, you know what she would do? She would go out front and she would do a backflip.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
Yeah. She'd just say, oh, yeah, I've got to go do my backflip. Hold on.
Well, we worked together about 8 months.
You know what we brought out the other day is Memory Magic. Didn't you help us with that? The Memory Magic? The
I designed
program.
all that.
You
training.
designed it,
Yeah,
all
the
of
whole-
it. We had it out the other day.
Did
I
you?
think about you every time.
Oh,
Every time. Just go back to basics, I think sometimes we get clouded with so many different things. Let's go back to where we can, what happens with
I
those
know.
programs? They prompt conversation. We had 5 ladies yesterday sitting at
there
a
it is. There
table.
she is. Is that not her?
It is her. Oh my gosh, look at her. That has to be her.
It has to be her.
I'm gonna call her. She's in Michigan, I think.
Well, she was in
Yeah.
Vegas for a while.
She was, yeah.
and she
yeah.
moved to
I
Michigan.
was hoping you'd be able to catch her in Vegas.
No, I don't think so.
But that program prompts conversations. And, in our memory care, even yesterday, 5 ladies sitting at a table, they were doing the program, and then one started talking about her hair, and they said, boy, do we have to get to the salon. They were talking about their hair. We got to get our hair done. And it was beautiful. It brought tears.
See, each one of those things, the one that I used for the keystone of this was the dice.
Yeah.
Okay, you can put 12 people in a group, and you have 4 very capable people, 4 borderline people, and 4
There you go.
Now, what we do is set up a group of 12. We do that group every day. And those medium people and the people get hardly anything. And the families say, well, why aren't you working? Oh, yeah, we are. They're in a group. Well, listen how simple this is. We can take a pair of dice, okay, and take the bright group, the more capable group,
Yeah.
and roll the dice, and it's a 5. We say to the group, all right, name me 5 places we can go on a vacation.
Right.
Now, the next group can't handle that. So we take the dice and we roll it into 4. We say, tell me 4 foods we can eat. They can handle that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what about the other group? You put a die in their hand and they look at it. You take it and you help them roll it.
Yeah.
And you take their finger, say, count with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll get them to count.
It's beautiful.
I'll
It's
get
beautiful.
a response out of that.
Absolutely.
On
Absolutely.
a simple little thing that you can make changes with.
It's simple, but everybody gets something out of it.
Now, the nice thing about this is, let's say you're a middle grouper,
Mhm.
you're a food grouper. Okay, and you get up, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, you're ready for breakfast.
Yeah.
Here we go, come on.
That's it.
No, what are you going to be told? Go back to bed.
We
Go back to bed.
we
You
may
go back
have
to
a
bed
little
now.
tea
No.
or something.
I go to your book and I pull that little activity out
Mm-hmm.
and I get the dice and we play with the dice for a while.
Yeah.
And I notice you're yawning. I say, you tired? You want to go back to
There
bed?
you
Yeah,
go.
okay. Rather
There's-
than grabbing you, Baker acting you,
Oh.
hitting me,
Mm.
da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Find something you like to do,
And
do
say-
it,
yeah,
and then if you're done with it, go to bed.
I tell people all the time, in a safe environment, they can get up at 2 o'clock in the morning. It's okay.
All right? But
It's
they never
okay.
get a breakfast. They never get lunch. They never get supper. You at 2 o'clock in the morning, you do not give them supper ever. You might scrub up a bowl of soup.
Oh yeah. Well, we
Like
have
you teach 'em.
cereals and yeah. I mean, we'd have teas ready, because we know there are some, especially coming in a newer resident that has been.
Where I grew up, that was called a con job.
I call it. You want to know what I call it? A loving manipulation.
That's see. That's why you're glad you grew up in my neighborhood.
Exactly.
No, seriously, if we look at the individuals, we can do some really
Oh my
neat
gosh.
things
Well, you have
and
to.
have some fun.
I don't have any patience for the no's. I just have to have more yeses, with our residents. We can do this. We just have to figure it out. And the dice is a brilliant way.
When I was an ombudsman, I started a crusade on calendars. I'd go into a mom and pop
So true.
calendar
Mm.
and I'd see it said, oh, it said August 20th, 2020. I'd make them change it.
We
What
don't
are
have
you
to
going to
have
change?
that.
Take the 2020
We
off.
don't want that. We
I had
don't
a
need
guy
it.
say one day, what is that? I saw it. He said, this is not 2020. It's 1956 for Pete's
That's
sake.
right. That's
So we
right.
took the year off.
Yeah, the reorienting.
The day
is
and the
not-
date are fine.
Absolutely. Yeah.
The year, don't play games with them.
No, it's just
know?
not the way it is. That's
You
the
can't
old
believe
way.
how many calendars they changed.
Well, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful story. As I tell people all the time, it's the reorienting is can be dangerous, and it's tragic. Actually, it's tragic. We want them to celebrate where they are.
I have to
Why
admit,
not?
the Linmore has a loving place in my heart. I spent, I think, 7 or 8 months At first, I did the design the program,
Mm,
and then Ruthie got appointed for admissions,
yeah.
and I had done admissions. So they said, "Would you work with her for a couple
It's-
months?"
She loved
And
it.
then the activity director was released,
Mm.
and they said, "Ruthie, would you like to do some activities? Pat, would you like to help Ruthie do some activities?"
It's the best.
So we did the three
The
things.
visual of you too. It's the
Finally,
activity
I was
directors.
doing like 3 days a
It's
week, and I
awesome.
said, "I don't have time to do this."
But it was beautiful, I bet.
We really got along very well, and
A
we got a lot
dynamic
of
duo.
neat things done. We set up a men's group.
It's
We had a
beautiful.
pizza group.
Because how often are the gentlemen left, you know?
Get them in a car. We go to a
Yeah.
pizza place. They have
Yeah.
beer and pizza.
Oh my gosh, it's
Because the
awesome.
women would go out to lunch.
Yes,
What did
yes.
the guys get?
Yeah,
Nothing.
yeah. I joined the Elks to be
Yeah,
able
right,
to
right.
bring, you know, the guys, have a guys guys lunch. Now we have the Veterans Club, which but ladies are welcome too.
Yeah,
It's an
yeah.
open open forum.
That's why we're going to do that now.
But you have to find out who the people are and jump in. It's not for the faint at heart. You got to really live and breathe it, and I know you do. And
Well, I used to find there was an observation. In the beginning, I didn't want to do it. After a while, I volunteered for it. Is to go to lunch with these people.
mm,
Because I found when we went to lunch with them, they acted a lot more intelligent.
yeah, yeah.
And went out
It-
for Chinese
Oh, I love
or
it.
whiskey sour
Oh my God.
or something. They
awesome.
acted like, wow, they're regular people. Went back in the nursing rooms and got in their wheelchairs again and kind of stared.
Isn't
know.
it amazing to see them out?
Yeah,
Even a bus ride. We took a bus ride. Oh my gosh, it was amazing just because of what we've gone through. A bus ride and looking at the different places and you know, just inspiring the memories and different buildings and different things
Mhm.
that are happening. You would have thought we were in Vegas. I mean, because it was huge.
It's good for the staff
Oh, it's beautiful.
as well as for the residents. Good for
Absolutely.
the staff. To
Absolutely.
see these people brighten up a little bit, get a little more interested, maybe ask a question, talk about something.
You see them coming
And
off the bus.
The
you know.
biggest thing I ever did with admissions was to interview all the clients.
Well,
all
it's so
everybody.
important to find out who they are.
My shining example was I was walking up and down the hallway, and one time there's a little lady sitting in a wheelchair in her doorway, staring out the
Oh,
corridor. And nobody, I mean, she was invisible. Nobody said hello to her. Nobody nodded at her.
Yeah.
So I stopped one day and introduced myself. Oh, she was so excited. And then we sort of had a little friendship. And one day I stopped and I said, "What did you do when you were young?" She said, "Wait a minute." She wheeled herself in the room, came out with 2 black and white photos.
Oh, I love it.
Handed me the first one. It was her naked on her belly on a bearskin rug. And the cutest little gal you ever did
Oh
ever
my
see.
gosh.
She was gorgeous. Beautiful
proud,
face.
proud.
You know, as an old person, like an apple face. That's what she had, like an apple face.
Oh yeah.
But when she was young, she had a beautiful
She's a
face.
person. She's a beautiful
She handed
woman.
me the second picture. She had a gown on, and she was standing between 2 gentlemen with tuxes. And she said, "The guy on the left is my husband, and the guy on the right was Walt Disney."
Oh
I said,
my
"What?"
goodness. Wow.
What?
How about
Oh,
that?
she said we had 4 dance studios. We had 2 in LA and 2 in New York. It was pre-World War II. She said we hobnobbed with all those people. I mean, we did this, we did that with everybody.
Amazing.
You gotta be kidding me.
Amazing.
Once I told that story, she no longer was invisible. Everybody
right.
wanted to see the pictures. Everybody wanted to talk about Walt Disney. I made her a person.
You did. You did. And that's the most important thing. I'll tell you just the most recent story. A gentleman, we moved in last week, and he has a trike, a trike, a bike, a big bike, with the 3 wheels. And we asked, and he's in one of the smaller studios, and the family said, "Can he bring it?" Up until the COVID, he was riding 4 miles a day. And I said, absolutely. So when I went to the team and said, we need to store this, storage is always a thing. I said, where are we going to store it? Well, you know me. We're going to make it happen. So I went online and I figured out, even the J, do the J bracket or put it on the wall. It could be up on, I was making this happen, but it was very important. He brought furniture. So we didn't want to really jam up his room too much, but it was so important to me that bike come, that now it has inspired me that now I'm putting together a bike club and I'm using my marketing budget to buy the trikes. And
Beautiful,
so when
beautiful.
that trike arrived, is he's still rehabbing, so he hasn't been on it for a little bit. Well, because he really couldn't ride at the time, I got on that trike and I rode it all around the community. And do you know how much joy it brought him to see me driving the bike?
Sure.
But those are the things that I think anybody else may have said, oh gosh, no, that can't come. We can't store it. Well, it's in my office. It's next to my desk because right now I don't have it on the wall yet because I ordered the bracket. But you have to make these things happen.
But sometimes they happen spontaneously too.
Oh my gosh.
I remember a setting we were in. The guy would come down to rehab, but he wouldn't participate in physical therapy.
Right.
Didn't want to do it. Didn't want to do it.
Need
Somebody
to find
brought
the
a dog in.
inspiration. Oh.
And
I
he
love
said,
the animals.
he kept looking at the dog. We said, you want to pet the dog? He said, sure. And just did this and went, sat down.
Mm-hmm.
Next day he came down and said, where's that dog? He took that dog out for walks.
Oh,
He did his own physical therapy.
isn't that incredible?
Took the dog out around the building and just like that. It was just his thing. Because where's that dog?
We are pet friendly. So that story speaks to my heart. Here I am on the bike. I just wanted to show you. This is me driving the bike at the Linmore.
You've grown a protuberance in the back.
I know. It's joy, our memory support activities. She's so sweet.
You're having a baby.
And there's the big basket on the back. So I'll have to send you pictures as we get further with, because now it's inspired me even to ride the bike.
Can we get people to come in after this COVID is done to do some volunteer work like this?
Absolutely. And just back to the animals, we're chomping at the bit to get the animals. We have the miniature therapy horses, the dogs. So we do have we're pet friendly. So to speak to your story, one of our residents hasn't been feeling well. Well, another resident needed the inspiration. So the other resident is walking her dog.
Oh,
So it's exactly what you're saying.
perfect.
And it's good for everyone. So it's bringing joy. And she watches the dog walking out in the courtyard. And her neighbor is getting the benefits physically. And she knows that Plainfield is the dog's name, Plainfield, Connecticut. He's adorable. A little Shih Tzu, But it's those little inspiration pieces that we have to grab, and we can't. I think that's the biggest thing I've learned is to stop and take a look.
My wife is a cat nut. There's a woman called Kitten Lady who's out in California. I think she takes pets that are, dying and salvaging
the senior pets.
No, little babies.
Aww.
She took three ducklings in last week.
Well, I raised ducks and alligators, so I get that.
She has all these cute little animals and stuff, and that's what she does. She
brings
them. She finds homes for them. There's a little baby that was born without back legs.
Oh, incredible! A little miracle.
His name is James T. Kirk. Well, James just got promoted. James just got passed along last week.
The therapy duck.
It has no back legs. There's two little flappers in the back. But that little thing gets around and plays with toys. And it's like a normal.
It's just probably just bounces. Yeah. Oh my! Isn't that a miracle?
She gets all these handicap things that maybe she'd sit up with 2 or 3 nights.
Oh my!
To make sure that they live.
They live. Right.
And,
absolutely. That's the key.
And her father's a famous rock star.
Okay.
So I don't think she has to worry too much about anything.
No, this is her passion.
Her husband's a famous photographer of cats.
Interesting. Okay, I'm starting to. My wheels are spinning.
Kitten Lady.
Kitten Lady. Okay, I'm
Go on
looking it
Instagram,
up.
type Kitten Lady.
I'm looking it up.
They're
Isn't
adorable.
that amazing?
And
But
people
the
would
animals.
take that time to do that kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. We do have they're, obviously stuffed animals, just some of them we with the therapy, but right now we've actually purchased the cats. I don't know if you've seen them, but the cats that actually purr and they look real, they feel real.
Yeah.
Well, we have those in our
If you
memory
pet 'em, they-
support, and oh my, the joy that they bring is incredible. If one resident she doesn't go anywhere without this kitty. This is her
See?
kitty.
What are we doing here? We're talking about a whole new world
Yeah.
of stimulation for the elderly.
Mm-hmm.
People need that stimulation. They need that identification. They need that love that
The
they
love.
share.
I was just
with
going to
a-
say
with a
love,
pet.
love, love, love.
And pets give you unforgiving love. They
Well,
don't hit you back.
My
Honey, my
kids tell
buddy.
me I love Stella. It's more than them, but she loves me, and she says, "Is that my friend? Is that my mommy?" When she
Well,
doesn't ask me for money.
we just have, we had 2 Siamese cats.
Aww. I got 2
One-
cats too.
One died
Oh my gosh.
last December. My cat, Samantha.
Oh, so sweet.
Sam is in here somewhere.
I don't know that there's an animal I have. I love them all. I'm an animal lover.
Let's go this way.
2 cats and
Here we are. He's getting ready. I don't know where.
animals are such a critical piece to the joy.
I think that's Sammy.
Oh, beautiful Sammy.
She's the one that
She did.
she was going to be 19.
19.
So we had one other one, and when she goes, we're going to get 2 babies.
You have to. Yeah.
Start
Yeah.
all
I
over
have
again.
the 2. I always have had 2,
Yep.
if not 6 or 8 now.
Well, the other one has been a pain in the neck for 6 or 8 months.
Because of
She's
the
on-
loss, right?
She goes and eats and then howls.
Well, she's missing Sammy.
No,
right?
she's saying it's your turn. Because she only eats half her food.
Oh, she might need a
And
little
she
wet.
howls for Sam.
She might need a little gravy on there, a little wet.
Cassie howls for Sammy, saying it's your turn now.
It's-
Oh,
And I know it, poor thing. You're going to have to get down on the ground and do a little make pretend, a
I've
loving
been trying for
manipulation
9 months now.
to
Not quite there yet.
lick the bowl.
I'm even getting down eating the bowl with her.
You know what we do
Pick
for our
those little things on
our
YouTube.
babies, right? We do. They're our babies. They are.
It's a whole new world for
Hmm.
that senior population. It
Oh,
really is.
It is. It
They've
is.
had animals, they've had pets, they've had projects, they've had fun things, and they need not stop having that kind of fun.
No. So you just innovative and creative. Those kitties, they're online and they really feel real. They're purring. They, look up. I mean, it's beautiful, and it's a necessity right now because we can't have the people
Right.
coming in.
Right.
But we have gotten to social distancing dining. We're enjoying chair yoga yesterday. So we are doing it social distancing, but the people are not locked in their room,
And people don't understand what a burden it is now where you can't have guests come into a nursing home
It's
or an
major.
assisted living. You've got to provide 24/7 for
Mhm.
these people all the time.
Yeah.
Whereas when you don't have to do that, you get a break.
Yes.
And it's a really tough job you
It's-
guys have had. And you are first responders.
I feel. I mean, I talk about our heroes every day, but I say it. You have to pull from your toenails, and I mean that in a loving way. But you have to be creative and think like you've never thought before.
Well, we may be toward the edge of it. I heard that they're looking at possibly to open up some kind of a contact.
Courtyard, yes, we have the
Courtyard type
window
thing,
visits,
yeah.
but the courtyard visits. The courtyard visits are coming. They're part of phase 2, social distancing.
Mhm.
And we're actually building the board right now. It's a plexiglass where it's like a plastic that you can come in and you can hug, but
Oh.
you have the plexi in between, because we know how much those hugs mean.
Very good.
The
Very good.
touch.
Very good.
So-
Yeah.
We got to do
Mhm.
it. We got to make it happen for our people.
We just made it happen for ourselves. We're done.
We did. We did.
We did.
Thank you for
No, it
being
was
creative.
sort of like a bent session, but it was a point that we were trying to make here.
It worked. It worked.
We need help. We need help,
help.
When it's open. We need people to step forward and say, let me give you an hour.
Yes, absolutely.
Something.
Jump in and just jump in any way we can. Take
Right.
care of our people. Yeah, we're very blessed. We're very blessed. It's what keeps me getting up every day. I will tell you that.
Well, it's not an easy job you have.
I'm very thankful.
It's like a
My
phase
kids.
2 type of thing.
Yeah.
You just can't sneak away and say, well, I'll be back in a while. You know?
No, you can't. It's been critical because, I'm business development as well as an advocate and sales and marketing director. But being in that building has been just critical to me, just bringing joy.
And
Bringing
people still
joy.
have needs. They still need to come in, you know?
Yes, the essential. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. We have the right people coming in and keeping our residents safe. That's critical.
Well, Deidre, thank you again for coming in.
Thank
I'm
you.
glad we got by the bridge okay.
Thank you so much. It's
And,
always a pleasure. I love you, Pat. I love what you're doing and what you've always done.
well, it fills some time in.
Well, I know it's your heart, and that's why we get along so well.
Yep.
We're
Yep.
driven by the same heart,
Well, we're going to get up there. We'll do another senior networking pretty soon. Next year, actually. Darn it.
Yes, we're April. I
Yeah, I think you're April.
praying.
Yep.
Yeah, we're always.
Oh, we're going to be
April.
April. I'm shooting
We are definitely
shooting for
opening for
Christmas.
April.
Okay, next week, another guest. Oh, we Dr. Joe next week with our
Awesome.
orthopedics.
Awesome. Oh, that's
Terrific.
great. Orthopedics.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Take
Thank you,
care.
Deidre.